Welcome back to Ketorific Journey. I'm Mike, your reformed fat man. I'm also affectionately known as the mad scientist because of some of the stuff that I dream up in my warped mind. Well, my buddy Charlie sent me this from Cooking Secrets for Men, and I haven't had a chance to break it out because I'm trying to get over this deal with my hand. Well, it's doing a lot better, so I'm going to break it out. Here we go. I'm going to try and make cake-like waffles using a keto cake mix, but I'm going to use the method that you've seen it on the internet, I'm sure, if you've done any looking around at cakes, where they turn a regular cake mix, just a box cake mix, into something very much like a bakery cake in how it tastes. Well, I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to try and turn these into a waffle cake, but it's going to be bakery type cake, and we'll see how it works. I'm doing it as a birthday cake because it's my birthday. Now, Paige wanted to make it, but there's too many steps in here. She has Alzheimer's, and it's very hard for her to make it and do it, and for me to talk her through it. But she will ice the cake. Now, I decided to make it simple for her, so she didn't have to do a lot of steps. She is an excellent cook, but many steps really gets her confused. So got this to put on there because it's less steps for her, and this way she can do it for me. So stick around. Let's see if I screw this up or if it just turns out awful. So see you in a minute. Okay, the cake mix is the King Arthur yellow cake. Never had this before. There's all the pertinent information if you want to take a look at that. And we're going to see what we can do with it. Hopefully it'll be edible. Alright, so we have, the recipe calls for 5 large eggs. Well, if you're doing it the way they say, it says to do at 1 extra egg for whatever the box calls for. So I've got 6 eggs that I let get to room temperature and I've beaten up. It also calls for half a cup of vegetable oil and 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk or water. Well, I'm going to skip the oil, and I've got 1.5 cups of flax milk instead of the almond milk. And let's see if my butter is melted. I've got 2 sticks of butter that I've melted that are going to go in there. This is supposed to just create the moistest cake you ever saw in your life. So we're going to find out. And reminding you so much of a bakery cake. So let's see if I can't break up this cake mix a little bit before I start putting in some stuff here. And I don't know if this will work or not, but may not thicken, might get too thick. I have no idea. I am playing this by ear, doing it, winging it, so to speak. So I'm going to put the milk in. Probably hold a little bit in reserve just to be safe, because I don't want to do too much. And there's the eggs, and I'm holding a little bit of it in reserve too. Now I will try to mix this up like this. I will get a mixer once I get it kind of started some, so it doesn't fly everywhere. I won't burden you with the mixer sounds because they can get loud. So I will see what this does. I'm going to add, I'm going to add the rest of the egg. that went on the floor. Yeah, that's my dogs. You hear them moving that spoon or fork or whatever it was that I had in there around when I beat the eggs. They're funny. Nothing lives on the floor. Alright, this is looking good. I think we might have a winner. Of course, I haven't gotten to everything yet. Now, when they made this, I saw on the internet, when they made the cake, it poured out of the bowl into the pan, cake pan. Well, if you've ever used keto cake mixes, they don't pour. They're rather pasty. So we're going to see what this does with it. And there's the rest of the milk. And then we're going to put that butter in there. Let me see if it's, oh yeah, that's cooled off enough to where it won't cause any problems for this. You don't want it cooking the eggs. Let's start out with just a little bit of the butter, maybe half. And most of the keto cakes, they don't make layers. I'm hoping I can get layers in this cake. And because I've got butter in it, I've got my waffle iron right there warming up, by the way. And because I got butter in it, that ought to be enough to keep it from sticking. So I'm not going to make it spray the waffle maker. Get a little more in there and incorporate it. Might not be able to use the rest of that butter. It's wanting to stand a little bit. It's not emulsifying into it. That's all right. It's come pretty dang close to, well, it's starting to do it now. So it's absorbing stuff. I like that. This is a good sign, folks. I think it might work. And the rest of the butter. Probably saying, wow, that's a lot of butter. Well, I ain't eating the whole cake all at once. At least I ain't planning on it, but hey, it's my birthday. I'll eat the whole cake if I want. I don't think I need to use the mixer. I think I got it pretty well incorporated just like this with this spoon. And I'm not seeing lumps, so I'm happy. I am happy with how this is doing. Alright, so let's bring this up here without burning my hand, because I already got enough problems with my hand. You know what? I'm going to clean this counter off a little bit before it makes a bigger mess. Alrighty, here we go. Here goes nothing, folks. I hope I ain't overloaded this. I think I have. Let me pull some out. Let's see if that'll smooth out better. It look like it's gonna be fine. Nope, still think I got too much in there. That's all right, I'll pull some of it out. Okay. Now if it overflows, that's the way it goes. And down goes the lid softly. Don't want to cause any more problems than I got. Alright, so now we just wait on it to quit steaming, and I'll bring you back and let you see what it looks like. Okay, so most of the steam has subsided. Did not get any overflow. Look at that. Look at that. I wished you'd look. Oh, yeah. I gotta have another thing here. I don't want to use tongs because I don't want to tear it. I got a little trivet back here from a Instant Pot that I'm going to use as a cooling rack. You can see it right there. I'm going to let it cool. I could not ask for that to be any better looking. That is fantastic. Now let's hope that the taste is just as good. Let's load up another. It has thickened up a lot, so that it's absorbed all that liquid in here. So it looked like it had a lot of liquid. Well, it's absorbed it, that's for sure. Okay, I might have overloaded that one, but I'm gonna go with it. Set her down softly. All right, let's see. Let's break off one of these little things here and give this a try. See what it tastes like when it's warm. Here goes nothing. Oh man, that turned out fantastic. You know, you can tell they used some almond flour in it, I believe. I didn't even look at all the ingredients in there wholeheartedly, but I believe there's probably some almond flour. And so but for keto, that's excellent. We're gonna slap some frosting on that, and it's gonna be wonderful. All right, so when I get all of them made, I'll bring it back. Quick little side note, while this thing's steaming, let it steam. Don't open it. Don't open it, because you're going to end up with a giant mess on your waffle maker. So until the steam gets down to near nothing, it's going to steam up a storm to begin with. Now it's going to beckon to you. Say, oh, come on, peek. Look, I want to see what it looks like. Come on. It's going to beckon to you. Ignore it. I promise you, you'll be rewarded. Okay, we are finished. I ended up with 5 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there's some of them separated. That's fine. That's fine. It's waffles. I expected that, but I don't mind that at all. It'll still ice up and it'll still be perfect. So that right there, when I thought this up, and I literally thought it up this morning in my head, this is how I wanted it to turn out. Just like this. I could not be more pleased. This is wonderful. Now that's the 5 layers, but we got a 6th one here that we could do, but it's not, it's kind of wonka, so it might be able to go into the middle. But what I think I'll do with that is I'll just ice it up and eat it tonight on camera. Paige and I will, so you can get a taste test with the icing on it as well. So y'all stick around for the finished product with the icing on it. I don't know. I'll video the one with the icing going on it. You've seen a cake get iced, so it's more about the taste of what it tastes like with that icing on it than anything. So we'll see. But, so stick around. Taste tests are coming.
Can you see it?
Yep. So what we've got is I took a box cake mix and I made it like the internet and some videos have shown bakers do box cake mixes to make them more moist. So, and I did that, but I didn't cook it as a cake. I cooked it as a waffle.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up with 5 layers and an extra layer that was a full thing, not quite full.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided we'd do this and do a taste test with it. That's why you ice this up. Alrighty, so here comes the taste test. Ready or not, here she comes.
Chocolate, chocolate.
I think she likes it.
Cake. Delicious. It's amazing that we can have cake
Yeah.
on keto. In moderation.
Yeah, in moderation, right. Everything's in moderation. So, you like it.
Dogs, you can't have it.
So I think doing the baker style doing it made it better. I think.
I don't know what that means.
I changed out some of the ingredients. I didn't do the same way that they did.
Oh.
That the box said, and I made it as a waffle.
Mm-hmm.
It cooked faster. We ended up with more layers, and it's really moist in my opinion.
It is.
So,
Very much so.
all right, my darling. Thank you so much. Till the next time. Oh, till the next time. This is Mike and Paige saying, let's be careful out there.